Hello ladies and gentlemen, YouTubers, and welcome to the phenomenon that is Take Fear Out of the Gear with me, Jason Bangers.
And me, Mr. Chumley Warner.
And today we're talking about honesty, the truth, and why we haven't got freedom of speech anymore.
It's bad news, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got to the situation now where 3 doctors have been interviewed by a guy called Brian Rose from London Real, and plus David Icke. These 3 doctors, David Icke, all them videos they've done have been taken down. There's a doctor in New York called, and I'm going to have to read it, Cameron Kyle Siddell. And he has pretty much said the same thing as those guys have said, except for one thing. He hasn't mentioned 5G. He's just talking about the situation as he sees it. His videos haven't been banned. So you've got to ask yourself, why is his video still up there and theirs have been banned? It ain't right. But this guy Brian Rose, LondonReal.tv, has had to build his own platform. His own platform. It's like he's had to create YouTube, one that he owns, which is solely down to him, which Ofcom or anyone else can't do a thing about. And he's going to interview David Icke on the 3rd of May, this coming Sunday at 5 p.m. How's he going to do that? Simon's going to tell you.
Right, it's called the Digital Freedom Platform. And this has all been paid for by supporters of London Real, and people have just donated money. Brian Rose has never asked for any money, but he said, if you want us to give you a free platform that's not edited, censored, anything else, I'm asking for donations. So he has raised over $700,000.
That shows there's an interest out there. That shows people want to be told the truth, doesn't it?
Yeah, me and Jay, we're all going to donate because we think it's a good cause. Let's just have a little fact here. It's an expensive thing. That's why you need a lot of money. One of the first stages in the Digital Freedom Platform was to get the new David Icke interview on the go. It's called Rose Icke 3. Now, this costs, I think, between 100 to 200,000 to set up a 2-hour interview, and they're aiming to get this Sunday 1 million people watching. So that's a lot of bandwidth, isn't it?
It should be free. You should be able to do this on Facebook or YouTube, shouldn't you?
Yeah, the only problem with that is you'll get instantly banned.
Exactly. Big Brother is watching. Well, Simon and I have noticed that when we've tried to put videos out and we've actually maybe used something from another video that it's digitally coded, and bang, it's banned instantly before it even gets published.
Yeah, you'll see it appear for a second, won't you, on YouTube, and then like 5 seconds later it just drops out of the ballpark.
It's gone. It's crazy. We'll tell you, it's gone crazy. Freedom of speech is no longer a thing.
But now we have freedom of speech. But now we have freedom of speech with this new Digital Freedom Platform. So phase 1 was to get the David Icke interview on the go for this Sunday, and then the end game is actually to have enough money in the pot. I think Brian's aiming for $1 million, so he can actually start challenging some of these big companies like YouTube, Google, Facebook.
With that money, he's going to pay for solicitors, isn't he?
Make them accountable.
Yeah, but he's going to pay the solicitors.
He is, yeah. And he's maybe going to take them to like the European Court of Human Rights and say, why are we being censored?
And he might even need those solicitors for his own crusade, to be fair, because I don't think Ofcom are going to dig this at all. In fact, I think every broadcasting platform in Britain anyway, as far as I'm aware, has to go through Ofcom. I don't know how he's doing this without Ofcom censoring it.
I don't think Ofcom is actually, they can't censor the internet. They can do TV companies and radio broadcasters, but they can't actually censor the internet. Obviously,
they have censored the internet, though.
Yeah, but that's being done by YouTube, Google.
So they've got hold of YouTube.
Yeah, they're all in the big game play together.
Maybe it's got something to do with the fact that Ofcom actually are going to be running the 5G satellites that are popping up there at the moment.
Yeah,
in charge of
exactly, and they're giving out the 5G licenses for the ground masts for the phone providers,
left, right, and centre.
And we must say something, because this has been put out by the mainstream media. 5G does not cause coronavirus. 5G, and there's been lots of scientific studies, causes health problems.
At certain gigahertz.
60 gigahertz, when you say it quickly, 60 gigahertz, it can actually stop your body absorbing oxygen. And then you might need a ventilator. Yes, so we're not going to go into that because we said that before.
There's problems out there already with RF. A lot of people in America, especially with these
smart meters,
a lot of people have had terrible illnesses and headaches and that because of them. So they give off a lot of radiation to the point where people have actually lead-lined the back wall where the meter's fitted. I say just take the damn thing off or get them to change it.
So if you want to know more about all this stuff, the videos so far, the first David Icke interview Brian did got banned, but you can get that on London Real or you can go to David's website.
You'll find a link, take you to it.
Yep. And then actually on this new Digital Freedom platform, Brian has done 2 interviews so far. One is with an American doctor, Dr. Buttar. He goes into great depth about everything. That's brilliant.
Yeah, it goes on a bit too long for me, and you can't fast forward the damn thing, which is a pain.
No, it took me about half an hour. Half an hour in, and he gets to the good stuff, talking about what you want to need. So don't get put off.
Stick with it.
The other one he's just done is with this Dr. Kaufman. He's another New York doctor, and he talks about the actual virus and have they actually tested properly for the virus? Have they actually isolated it? So that's that kind of slant to it. Check it out.
Yeah. I mean, if you wanna make a donation towards this yourself, if you want to go watch some of it first, we've given you the link. Go and have a little look. If you think it's a worthy cause, go ahead and do your thing and donate and become part of the London Real Army. And every little bit will help. I mean, he's not being greedy because he's going to stop the donations soon, isn't he?
I think he's going to stop it sort of soon after the David Icke interview.
Yeah, he just wants enough money to be able to put this interview out. So I think with his 1 million viewers and enough people donating, I think he will get there. But he's not going to forever constantly be asking for money off of people. He's I think he's quite a wealthy chap anyway, isn't he?
Yeah,
I'm sure he's putting in a whole lot of money himself.
And the thing is, if you do fancy donating, like Jay and I are going to, your name will be on the original founders of the Digital Freedom platform.
Yeah.
So you'll actually be, if your kids and grandkids say, well, Granddad, what did you do for freedom? Well, I was first in there and I donated some money to make this happen so we could all see the truth.
This thing will either come down like a 747 out of the sky, right, or it'll go up like a 747 on takeoff. It could be huge. It could be massive. It could be the next big thing, or it might not get past post 1.
But we've got to try. We can't just all lie down and keep watching the BBC.
Exactly. I'm sick to death of TV at the moment. Worse than Brexit is COVID-19. And everybody who dies, COVID-19. Even people in old people's homes, care homes. That's where the main figures are. They're coming from old people's homes. The elderly they're dying. That's why they're in these homes, right? They're dying. And they die of pneumonia. But then they put COVID-19 on it as well. Sick of it. I'm sick of hearing about it, sick of reading about it. Can't stand the TV, the radio at the moment. It's driving me mad. I'll tell you, a good channel to watch. Take the fear out of the gear on YouTube.
Yeah. So, turn off all your mainstream media. Turn off your radio. Come and watch us, Tubes.
Stay on Tubes.
Don't forget London Real. And the last thing is, don't forget to watch the David Icke interview this Sunday, 5 o'clock. Log into London Real and you'll be with 1 million people plus finding out the truth. From the latest phenomenon that is Take the Fear Out the Gear. It's goodbye from me, Jason Bangers. And it's goodbye from me, Mr. Chumley Warner. Laters, Tubes.